Hi everybody, it's Lorie from Dee's back with another great kit. So this is our welcome to our pad wreath. So this is a brand new kit going up online at shopdeeslouisville.com, and this is going to be quick and easy. So you can put this on a grapevine wreath or another wreath that you have. The grapevine wreath will not be included in the kit, but they are available on our site. This is a 16 to 18 inch grapevine wreath. It's a nice size for a door. Once your things spill out, it just makes a nice statement. So we're going to start out with our welcome to our pad frog. And the way I attach him in here is a really easy way if you have wood pieces that you need to put in. So included in your kit are these two little felt discs, and we have some of this cloth covered wire. So all I'm going to do is, I do not have my glue gun plugged in, so we are going to put some glue on this disc. And if you have your glue gun, that's probably even a better way to do it. But I'm just going to put some glue all over my disc here. And I'm going to lay my piece of wire right on here. Pat that down. We're going to do the disc on the other side. Get my piece of wire. And we're going to put a little glue on this disc. And this is just a nice way. Sometimes I've actually used a staple gun and stapled my wire to the back. But because of the thickness of this, I don't want to take a chance on you know, causing some imperfections to the front of it because of the thickness. So this is just a nice way to make sure that I don't make any punch holes by using a staple gun. So we just put those little tabs on there, and those wires will help wire this to the wreath. So I'm going to take another piece of wire, and we're just going to put him right in the middle. Now you can place him anywhere you want. I just kind of put him in the middle because it just kind of centered him and then did the floral around him. So I'm going to take a little piece of wire here, and I'm just going to go up here into the grapevine and attach the top of my frog to the top of my wreath. And I just twist that just like a bow tie. Snip off that excess. And then I'm going to come over here to the sides, and we're going to take this wire and wrap it right around our wreath. Kind of make sure he's centered in there, and then just twist that right off. Now you could just attach him at the top and just let him, he might move a little bit, but this is a nice way just to keep your wooden items or signs that you're wanting to put in, to keep them nice and secure. So we're going to take this wire and we're going to wrap it around on this side. Just twist that up a little bit. And there we go. He's in there all snug as a bug. Or snug as a frog. So, to start out, we have this beautiful pick. I have two of these in the kit. This is a really cute little Cosmos pick. It has a lot of textures. It's got your berries. It's got everything that you need. And I'm just going to trim off a little bit of this stem here. And we are going to go in, put a little glue on this stem. And I'm just going to tuck this right up in the top of my wreath. And then you can go back and fluff up your flowers a little bit. You can move your greenery because you don't want his little face completely hidden. You want to be able to see that cute little frog welcoming everyone. So I'm going to put that one up there. And then we're going to go back with our second one. Again, we are just going to trim a little bit off the stem. My wire cutters are starting to get worn out. Too much use. And then we're going to fluff this up. Remember, the most important part is to fluff up your florals. You don't want to leave them all squished up. You want to bring them to life after they've been packed away in those boxes. And we're going to put a little glue on this stem. And again, I'm just going to tuck that right in down here. And then we can go back in and fluff this up. Kind of spread it out, bring those flowers to life. Okay, next we have this really pretty little jasmine bush. I absolutely love these jasmine bushes. So we're just going to cut these apart off the stem. There's 3 really nice chunks. So we're going to open this up, fluff it up really nice. Put a little glue. And I'm going to tuck one of those stems in over on this side. And we're going to kind of spread it out and fluff it up, bring it to life. This is one of my favorite stems to use because I love that drapey action that you get from the stem. We're going to take the other one and again, put a little glue. And we are going to come over to this side. Now, I'm normally not a big symmetrical person, but in this instance, I think it's really cute. It kind of balances him out. You just want to fluff that greenery up. You can work it in. Next, we're going to take this last stem. So the last stem, what I do with this one is I'm just going to separate this in 2 pieces. So I'm going to open this up. And you can see there's a split right there. So this one's got 3 little hanks and this one has 2. So I'm just going to go right in and put a little glue. And I'm going to take this stem and put that in right over there and open that up so we have a little greenery coming out both ways. And I'll put a little glue on this side. And we're going to take the other piece that we have and put that right in there. So then we have a little draping on both directions. And then last but not least, we have this pretty stem. This is a pretty pink stem that we have here. Okay, so I'm going to separate this. Take one of these off of here. Remove my tag. So we have 3 pieces here. So I'm going to take one. And I'm just tucking it over here. And of course, you know, it's all about what you like. There is no right or wrong when you're creating florals. It's all about what you like. I'm going to tuck another one in over here. And I'm going to take one of these and I'm just going to tuck him in right up here. And then I added in this beautiful variegated stem. It has a little bit of pink on it. It's just a pretty piece. And again, we're just going to cut this up into some sections. So I just separate the stem out. So that's a nice section. We'll take that. I'll separate these 2. I like to keep them pretty easy where you don't have to do a lot of separating. So we're going to start out with this piece. And again, you can just tuck these in anywhere that you like. I like this little variegated look. It helps to bring out the white and the sun. And it just adds a whole nother texture to your project. Tuck a little bit in here. We're going to take a few of these stems and we're going to add them up in here. And again, just place them anywhere that you like, anywhere you think you need a little pop of something. I like to have some sticking up. And then we're going to let this one just kind of trail down over here. Okay, so we have our frog and our florals all put together. Look at me with all my glue strings. I'm so good at all these glue strings. You can go back with a hairdryer and blow your hairdryer on it and it would eliminate a lot of those. So then we have this beautiful ribbon, this green stripe wired ribbon, and we have this really fun pink, white, and green plaid. So for this, I'm going to start out with the plaid, and I'm just going to leave a little tail up, and I'm going to put 1 loop. And then we're going to take our stripe, and again, I'm going to leave a little tail up. And this time we are going to put 2 loops. And this is the portion that we're going to use on the top of our wreath. So we're going to wire this off. Just twist that nice and tight with your wire. And then we're just going to go right in here and just tuck this right into our wreath. I just wrap that wire all the way around my wreath. And then you just twist it nice and tight in the back to hold it in place. And that just gives us a little hint of ribbon up there. Ribbon just adds so much fun. I know some people don't like ribbon, but we sell tons of ribbon here at Dee's. That seems to be what everyone loves the most. And it just adds so much and changes the look of any florals that you're doing when you're making a wreath. So we're going to kind of move this over because, again, I don't want his face completely blocked. And you want to trim those tails so that you have a nice, pretty finish on your ribbons. And you can go back in and fluff it and move them anywhere that you'd like. Then I'm going to take the remainder of my ribbon and we're going to go down here at the bottom and we're going to add a pretty bow down here. So again, I'm just going to leave a tail. And this time I'm going to put my 2 loops. And then we're going to go in and add our stripe. Remember, the pinching and the gathering when you're making your bow is the secret. And you could add some more loops if you wanted, or you can just keep it simple. We actually have enough of this plaid ribbon. We could go in and add another loop if we wanted. So you could do it like that. Now, I'm going to take my wire and wire this off. Again, you want to pull it nice and tight so it stays together. And then we're just going to go in here and wire this right into our wreath. So I'm going to wrap this wire around my wreath. And I'm just going to nestle it right up in there. Pull that nice and tight. And again, you want to make sure you trim those tails and fluff up your ribbons. Wired ribbon is great because if you pack this away after the summer, it'll fluff right back up for you when you go to unpack it for next year. So we have all of our tails trimmed. We're going to move these ribbons around a little bit, pull those flowers out. Fluff it up so you can see all the pretty colors. And we have an adorable welcome to our pad wreath. So you can check out this and more at shopdeeslouisville.com. Stay tuned for more fun ideas from Dees.